Hey guys, so badminton players tend to be put into two camps. Either you're a rear court player or you're a front court player. Professional players such as Lee Yongdae, Kai Yun, Hendra Setiawan and Kevin Sukamolio are all considered to be very effective front court players. While it is a fact that some players are better in the rear court than the front court and vice versa, it doesn't mean that you can't improve your skills in both areas of the court. Here are some tips on how to improve your front court game and be more effective as a front court player. The first thing we need to consider is your court positioning at the front of the court, i.e. where are you standing? If your front court position looks like this, then you're standing way too close to the net. Remember, only your racket has to make contact with the shuttle, so you don't need to be standing this close to the net in order to achieve that. This position also makes it difficult to move side to side across the net and limits your shot choice because there's no space to maneuver your racket. In addition, if the opponents play a particularly fast defensive shot, there's very little time between when the shuttle crosses the net and when you actually have to hit that shuttle, which makes interceptions incredibly difficult. A much better position to be in is represented by Y in this diagram. From this position, they're able to cover all areas to the net. Also, the additional distance allows them to assess the flight path of the shuttle, giving them a more informed decision of the right shot choice in that situation. Number 2, shadow your partner. When you're on attack, the defensive pair will often try and move the rear court player side to side in order to unbalance them and limit the potency of their attack. The front court player should move to the same side that the attack is coming from. For example, if the rear court player is smashing from the right hand side of court, the front court player should also slightly bias their position to the right hand side of court. This is because a good smash is likely to result in a straight reply. Therefore, you put yourself in a position to make any potential interceptions or to kill any weak replies to the net. You'll often see front court players move into the mid court left and right as they shadow their partner in the rear court. So the front court player is not limited to around the service line. Watch this rally and pay close attention to the front court player of the Chinese team in red. Notice how he adjusts his position to the left or right hand side of court depending on where his partner is smashing from. He doesn't overcommit to each side, remaining fairly central on the court. This is because overcommitting to one side would create gaps on the court that the defensive opponents could exploit.
Oh, this is just brilliant, isn't it? How do you break down the defence?
Mustn't lose patience. Hitting it that hard.
If you've worked really hard in the rear court to set your partner up at the net for an easy kill, it's really frustrating when they go ahead and play a little drop that somehow the opponent manages to scramble back into play. Changing the pace in a rally is obviously important. However, changing the pace as a winning shot should be reserved for when the opponent's under extreme pressure. If this is not the case, your best option is always the kill. My next tip is to threaten the net. A lot of players will play a shot at the net and then back off expecting a lift to the rear court. Your partner is already in the rear court in a better position to take that lift, so why would you move back? If you don't challenge for control of the net, you will inevitably give away the attack. By threaten the net, I don't mean trying to intercept everything. I mean be prepared at the net so your opponent knows you're there. Just your presence is enough to make them second guess their shot choice to the net or through the front court player. Therefore, they're more likely to lift the shuttle, helping to keep you on the attack. That's it for this video, guys. I hope these tips were useful in helping you improve your front court game. Please visit my blog shuttlesmash.com, which has tons more content. You can also follow me on social media on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. I'll put the links in the descriptions below. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.